Hi everyone. I'm just reading a story I wrote today, seeing if it resonates with anyone. Um, I would love any sort of feedback you have. And this is a trigger warning for eating disorders, based on my own experience. And I'm calling it What My Father Doesn't Know. I wanted to stop breathing when I was 14. Perhaps it was seeing one too many gin bottles, or my friend moving to Guam, a place that sounded as fake as anorexia nervosa. Maybe still it was clarity. In many ways, my therapist at the time was my best friend, and I knew that was wrong. She'd had an eating disorder too as a child. She taught me the power of eating almonds when you're grieving. They're so small. First one, then two. So easy. It even can be chewed while driving, the crunch mirroring the gravel on the driveway when I returned home. The boy a year older who touched me the wrong way. Even at 14, I had the clarity of knowing my story sung so many times before me, a sad trope bursting with melancholy. Perhaps I already knew I was different than my two sisters. One with straight A's and a petulance for doing good. The other kind and with Down syndrome eyes, her downward looks and squishy hugs such a blessing. So as money was shelled out for nice nurses who asked me about my dreams as if I had any, and another pregnant one discussed pink Mary Jane shoes for her baby, I already felt lost, drained, a drain. I watched the autumn leaves sway, fall apart with the wind, knew I was missing the first homecoming game. A cliche, I know, a trope. I still felt a hunger pain anyway. The leaves would become bare soon, make way for the winter months. I wondered then if it'd be cold, if you'd shiver when you kissed me goodbye at my grave. A sliver of life preserved in my vision as I sneakily poured the chocolate Ensure down the drain. As I yanked at the cords of the two feeding tubes until my vision blurred, my nose hurt from the pulling, a medical nosebleed. Instead of blood, I lost nourishment. I lost life, white liquid, porcelain promise, pouring out on the cold hospital tiles, a punishment to myself. Dear one, Dad, the daughter you love is incrementally dying. You walk like I do to the hospital bed. Anorexia is a monster, it eats you, you'd said. Your feet barely touch the floor. Your ribs are visible for any passing orderly to see. You wait until they pass, first one, then two, and then three. You know you have time now, and so with stars in your vision, like the night you got touched too much, you walk gingerly to the bathroom. A nurse or a doctor has gingerly and with care put black construction paper all over the mirror so you cannot see your face. You make a guess, though. Your ashy hair lying limp and unwashed. You pull with sheer tenacity, ignoring threats of crushed bones, and you rip the blacklight paper away. You tear, you claw, you fight to see yourself once more. And you halt, shreds of black paper still twirling, coating, littering the hospital floors. Is that someone you love? What big eyes you have, they're sunken in like E.T. or like aliens, like soggy floorboards. For the first time, you notice both cheekbones are showing. You look ill, you shout, the shout deafening. You pick up the shreds of paper, cheap confetti. You sit there as a nurse walks in, pats your back, coos you back into a new hospital gown and back to bed. That night you ask for an Ensure first. When the tray comes, though your fingers still shake, you push it down, you drink gladly. And then a teacher comes into the room. She's holding a stack of books which have somehow not fallen yet. A nurse smiles at her, forgets that visiting hours are already over. Her shift ends soon, too. Someone has to take over. My teacher holds up lilac nails, looks at me, piercing blue eyes which glue mine to hers. She shows me an autumn leaf. There was one left, holding tight to the limb. I brought it here for you, she says, her voice twinkly and light, rising up against wind and the threat of winter rain. holding a leaf to my chest, holding my hands firmly and gladly. You want to be here in this moment, but you won't be here. You'll be in mourning, just like every morning. Never able to walk through those emergency room doors, sending my English teacher in your place. It doesn't matter, though, for her hands interlock with mine. She examines my wrist, exclaims how bony it is, murmurs my name, "Oh, Lily," until my eyelids flutter shut, daffodils folding open on the windowsill. Enough bouquets. There are enough bouquets that passerby can see them from the street. Orchids and peonies crowding and overflowing. Even you can see them, catching sun from my 10th story window. You wait to go inside.